our beautiful session here. Are we excited? Alright, that was alright. So let's try that again. Are we excited? So the 70s are remembered for bell-bottom pants, crazy gold medallions, and disco music. The 80s are remembered for neon colors, the invention of video games, and very bad hairdos. Now, what will our generation be remembered for? The millennium generation. Let's ponder that for a second. Bring it to the front of our minds. Cool, now that we have that there. In a moment, when we hear the music begin, we'll stand up out of our seats and make our way to either one of the tear sheets located on the island, right over there, or on our whiteboard. Once we get to the islands, we'll find ourselves some markers and write down the first thing that comes to mind when we think of what our generation will be remembered for. Again, when the music begins, we will stand up out of our seats, make our way to one of the tear sheets, and write down the first thing that comes to mind when we think of what our generation will be remembered for. Are you ready? Are you ready? Yeah! Go for it. Again, we're writing down that one thing that comes to mind when we think of what our generation will be remembered for. Once we've done that, we'll make our way back to our seats as quickly as possible. Awesome. All right. So over here on our first tear sheet, we have iPods, technology, cell phone, and gas. Definitely gas. Right. And then on our second tear sheet, we have recession, technology, music, iPods, Obama. Right, awesome. So kind of around the same ideas, right? So we have technology, definitely a big one. Gas,